Okay, here we go. The first thing that I wanted to talk about today was why do we package our ice cream in these containers? And the reason why is very simple. What we want when you guys try ice cream is we want you to finish it. If you buy Ben & Jerry's or Haagen-Dazs, big pint of ice cream, those are excellent companies. Let me just say that from the start. However, most of the time, you eat just a little bit of it. You don't really finish it. You put it back in the refrigerator. And when you put it back in the refrigerator, what happens is you grow ice crystals all on the top of it. Now, the biggest enemy for ice cream is exposure to air and having your ice cream temperature fluctuate up and down. With these containers, you'll finish it. Why will you finish it? Because it's one serving. It's 6 ounces. The average ice cream scoop is 5 ounces. So it's like having a little bit more than ice cream scoop. And you'll finish that product. And the reason why we sell them in freezer packs is that you can put those other products away. They're sealed, right? So they're sealed. I know, you thought there was going to be ice cream in it. No ice cream. They're sealed, and it doesn't allow air to get in. And as long as you can store this package below 0, so most refrigerators will go 0 to -2. If you could store them at a lower temperature, you could even save them for longer. But at about 0 degrees, you can store ice cream up to 2-3 weeks. It really depends on how often you're opening and closing that freezer, but you can get 3 weeks out of it. And the great thing about a variety pack is every day you can have a different flavor. One day you can have vanilla. One day you can have butter pecan. We make an excellent blueberry buttermilk. Okay? You can have that. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk to you about was calories that you get out of a serving of ice cream. Now, a serving, I don't want to promote ice cream as it being great for you, but I've never seen anybody eat ice cream, take that one scoop and not smile. So I think, it's just in that alone. Ice cream makes everybody feel good. But a serving of vanilla ice cream is about anywhere from 150 to maybe 170 calories, somewhere in there. Now, what's the serving size for ice cream? Everybody answer? A half cup. Half cup is 4 ounces. So one of these containers, you're gonna be, with vanilla ice cream, you're gonna be around 200 calories because, it's 2 more ounces of ice cream than you would have in your regular serving. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So when you're eating ice cream in portion sizes like that, it does give you a little bit of portion control too, as well as variety. The next thing that I wanted to talk to you about was in the ice cream making process, okay, they have what's called overrun. And what overrun means is once the ice cream is finished, you can continue to churn that ice cream and pump more and more air into it. So there are ice cream brands out there like Halo, and that's a great name because what they do is they put a lot of overrun in it, and they say, okay, so now you can get chocolate ice cream, and you're at 250 calories, so you can eat this whole vanilla at 100 calories. But if you took that ice cream and you set it on the counter, you'd find out that you probably have maybe an ounce or 2 of ice cream. Now, federal government, again, sometimes they look out for you. And what they've come up with is what's called there are rules for ice cream. One of the rules is you got to have milk and cream, and it's got to be 10% butterfat. The other rule is you cannot make ice cream with more than 100% overrun. Now, if it's a frozen dessert, you can put as much overrun in it as you want to. And those are little tricks that ice cream manufacturers have done to try to keep the cost low. So let's look at cost versus quality. If I buy a quart of heavy cream, it's right at $4. So $4 to make a gallon. 4 times 4 is what? 16 or 12? It's 16. I was just testing you. So that's gonna cost me $16, right? To have that much heavy cream. Now I don't use it, you wouldn't need to use that much, but I'm just giving this as an example of cost. Let's just say you use, let's say you use two. You know, you use 2 quarts of heavy cream, that's $8, okay? Now you're gonna still have to add another 2 quarts to make a gallon. So when you add those other 2 quarts, now you're gonna be, we're around $10. And you go to Walmart and you buy half a gallon of ice cream for $3. I mean, is that possible? Maybe, but I doubt it. So one of the things, you know, I'm gonna get off the subject a little bit, but one of the things that the millennials did is they forced us into quality. And what I mean whenever I say that is, used to be we go to the ice cream shop, used to be Baskin Robbins, all of these different flavors, blue, strawberry, all of these flavors. Like, oh man, this is heaven. You know, and then pour some of that thick stuff in the back. I don't know what it is. Just pour it on the top of it. You know, Gen X's and the baby boomers, we loved it. But here came the, you know, the millennials, and they said, wait a minute, that's red dye, that's a blue dye. We don't want that in ice cream. And that's why so many things over the last decade has really improved. And I know the millennials, they get a lot of flack, they've got a lot of stuff wrong, but in quality they didn't, you know. I don't want to, you know, I'm not advocating beer. It used to be, you went out and had a beer, you get a case for $6. Millennials will get quality. They pay $6 for one can, you know. I mean, that's just how it's changed, you know. So that was another reason why that I chose the ice cream business, was because the millennials actually made it competitive again, wherein even the big boys can't really do what the millennials want without adding cost onto it. You know, you can't fake out heavy cream. It's either there or it's not. So that's my little spiel on why we package. But, you know, another reason why we package too is because get your party pack. Let everybody in your family have one. Get different flavors. You know, it's meant to be a fun product. You know, it's a serving size. So occasionally, you know, you can go a little overboard. You don't have to go overboard, but you can go a little overboard. Summertime I go overboard, but ice cream is really a good product. I've never seen anybody eat ice cream and not smile. So that's just my little spiel on ice cream. We will continue this later, but that's it for tonight. You have a good day.